Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Joy's Kitchen. How's everybody doing today? I hope all is well. To my new subscribers, welcome to Joy's Kitchen. Thank you so much for choosing to subscribe. And to those of you that's watching this channel for the first time, you know what to do. Go ahead and take the time to subscribe. And be sure to tap that notification bell so every time I upload a video or whatever it is I'm uploading, you want to be notified. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Sunday. What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So, I am cooking my Sunday's dinner, y'all. And it's no recipe because everything that I'm cooking today, I already have a video of it, okay? How to do collard greens, how to do oxtails, and how to make macaroni and cheese. So, my menu for today is collard greens, just plain collard greens, y'all. I'm not mixing them with any other green today. They're just gonna be collard greens. Collard greens, macaroni and cheese, candy yams from scratch, oxtails and gravy, rice and cornbread. That's today's menu. Right now I have up here some neck bones, some smoked neck bones that I just got through boiling, and I done rinsed them clean, and I just take them up, the meat off the bone. I have some onions and some bell peppers here chopped up, and I usually use when I'm putting vegetables into my greens, I usually have the tricolor, but I used the whole tricolor and forgot to only put half last night into my oxtails, and I used the whole bell pepper. So I'm using what I got. I went into my garden, got 3 bell peppers out of there, and I'm using some onion, and I'll be using some minced garlic as well. And it's gonna go into my greens. So I like to take my meat at times and just take it off the bone, mix it in with my veggies, and voila. Boom. All meat right here. It's fit. Don't do that. So I only cooked 1 pack of meat, and I bought 2 fresh bunches of greens, but a lot of the greens, and I stayed there to that green section in that store for a little minute yesterday trying to find some greens that the leaves weren't too brown or rotted, you know what I'm saying? Not rotted, but brown, holes in them, stain. So tried to find the nicest bunch, but they still, all of them still had like okay, I'm done with this. All of them still had spots in them. So it didn't leave us with very much greens. Maybe we have like out of 2 bunches, I got 1 bunch. So probably some saved for today. So I'm gonna take this right here, and I'm gonna put it in this pan right here. We're gonna fry it up, and then we're gonna add our greens into it, okay? So I'm gonna bring, sorry about that, y'all. I tell you, I hate that when that camera do that as much as y'all. Okay, so I'm working on this eye in the back. Because on this front eye, I'm going to put my candy yams up there. So I'm going to put little greens in here. I mean, a little olive oil. Okay, let me do this. So I'll cook it in this pan right here. And then when I finish with the veggies and the meat, and I put the greens in, I'll put it back on the back eye. So y'all can see. Okay. So to this, I'm just gonna add in my veggies. Okay, so I turned that up a little bit. So I'm gonna get y'all a little bit closer in. And we're gonna saute this for a couple minutes. For about 3 minutes, y'all. So I didn't do a video yesterday because I didn't cook yesterday. So here I am this morning, and I got up like about 7 something. But 5 minutes, 10 minutes, about 10 minutes to 5 minutes to 7. I was up because I had to pick and clean the greens. And I seasoned the oxtails last night. Let them marinate and got up this morning and put them on. So 3 minutes for the greens to get nice and soft. Okay, 1 more minute. Okay, these greens has been washed and cleaned, chopped up. Kind of big because I don't do my greens small. See, they got one right here, miss. Now I'm going to take some chicken broth and add it in here. Or you can use vegetable broth, just as long as it's a clear liquid. Okay, I'm not going to season it just yet. I'm going to let that cook down. And then when I do, what's going on there? And when I do season it, I'm going to come back and season it with this green seasoning. And this is by Jail. And it has a lot of different spices and stuff in it. It's really good seasoning. It's good. This is all I use on my greens. This is all I would ever use on my greens. It's that gel seasoning and it's accent salt. Be using this too. And some black pepper, that's it. So I'm going to push the greens back to this eye. I'm going to put a top on. And I'm going to let them cook down. And then I add a little bit more greens to them. And then that's going to be it. When these oxtails get done, I'm just gonna skim the fat off of these oxtails. Put some potatoes in here and thicken up my gravy. I know y'all can. Oh, they about done. They've been on since about 6 something. Yes, they is. They done. Yes, they've been on since 5 minutes to 7, and it's after 11. See that looking? They done, y'all. Okay, so I'm just gonna get ready. See that? And thicken the gravy up. So they are already good and seasoned. I seasoned them quite well. So, I'm going to use the same broth that's in here. Oh, y'all forgive me. And this is cornstarch, and I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And I'm going to whisk this together. See, it didn't take long for that to get thick because it's thick already. I'm gonna have to let y'all look in here to see how thick it is. Y'all see how thick this is? See how thick it I got? Okay, so we're gonna pour it back over here. I'm gonna cut it down low. I'm gonna add some potatoes to it. I gotta cut up the potatoes, and I'm just gonna do them like in fourths. So I got that down on low. And I'll see y'all back in a few. Okay, y'all, I'm back with my candy yams. I'm gonna show y'all a candy yam recipe right quick. Now these are 4 yams, four yams, and I just took them, peeled them, and sliced them like this, about this thick. Okay. So you're gonna take 2 brown cups of sugar. You're gonna need sugar for this. You're going to need allspice, and you're going to need ground cinnamon, okay? And you're going to need 2 sticks of butter. And these are my stovetop candy yams. So we're doing 1 cup of brown sugar. You're going to mix in some allspice. And you're going to mix in some cinnamon. Now, for those of you that really want to know the measurements, you can do 1/4 cup of each, okay? 1/4 teaspoon of each, I meant to say. Okay, or a teaspoon. But I like to sprinkle mine in. And where is my damn rag? Okay, so we're gonna mix this. Then you're gonna take your 2 sticks of butter. It depends on how many yams you got. Now, if you got like just a few yams, you know, maybe 7 or 8, a half a stick of butter to 1 stick, or most like a half a stick of butter or do, okay? For more than that, it's 2 sticks of butter. Just mix this together, and we're gonna put these in. And I might not cook all of them. I might just like freeze some, put them in water, put them in the Ziploc bag, put a little bit of water in and freeze the rest of them. I'm having for another meal. So what you're gonna do is melt your two sticks of butter, and then we're gonna layer these out in the pan and let them cook on each side for about 5 or 10 minutes. Then on top of that, we're gonna add in this sugar mixture, and we're gonna let them cook on top of the stove for 30 to 35 minutes. Okay, so this is my butter mixture right here, and I'm just waiting on to that full stick to come melted. So I had it on low heat because I ain't want my butter to burn while I was trying to mix in my sugar mixture, get that mixed up. I didn't want the butter to burn, so I turned it down on low. So once it's good and melted, you just go ahead with your yams and just layer them in this little butter and let them cook between 5 and 10 minutes per side. Flip it over and do the same for the other side. It's easy as peasy. Easy peasy, nothing to it. No need to go in the oven. You can add some nutmegs to this if you like. So yeah, I'll take a good little bit of these, y'all. I'm not gonna cook all these yams. I do gotta go cook enough of them. Because all of them need to get good and coated. So I'm gonna turn this down to low, to medium. Okay, so I got it on medium. And I'm gonna cover this and let these cook for 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna put a few more in and let them cook for 5 or 10 minutes on each side. And then I'm gonna sprinkle the sugar on them and let them do their thing for 30 to 35 minutes, and they'll be done. So 5 minutes on this side, then we're gonna come back and flip them over for another 5. Okay, y'all, this is what the candy yams looks like after they've been fried 5 or 10 minutes on both sides in our butter. Now we're going to take them and we're going to place them back into our butter Okay? So I'm gonna bring y'all back over this way to the stove. And we're just gonna slide them back in here. I got my and see, look at here, y'all. See how easy it is? It tears. They've just basically done. And I'm gonna cut them down on low, and I'm gonna let them cook for about 35 minutes. And we're just gonna sprinkle our mixture on. Let me do this a little better with my hand. Sprinkle your mixture on top. As much of it as you want. Okay, and that's it. And then we're gonna turn this down on low, and we're just gonna let this simmer for 35 minutes. And you got yourself some stove-top candy yams from scratch, y'all. Easy breezy. It can't get no easier than that. And it don't have to go in the oven. Just make sure you fry it in your butter and let it saute for about 5 or 10 minutes on each side. Take them once you have them all done, lay them back in. Make sure you have your 1 cup of sugar, your allspice, and your cinnamon, your ground cinnamon. Mix it all together. Put them back in your butter mixture. Sprinkle it on top. We're going to cover that, and we're going to let it simmer for 30 minutes. And your candy yams is good and done. And that's it, y'all. We're gonna see how these greens coming along. I did go back and add in the rest of the greens. Maybe I should have left some out because these look like a lot of greens, huh? I'm gonna have to bag some of these. Gonna be left over. I know, because I try to eat greens, but they don't eat them too well. These greens gonna be gone today. So I will bag these greens, what be left, and we'll have them from next Sunday. Or one day this week with some fried chicken. So that's my garlic going in, because I never did add my garlic. Now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and season it. And I'm seasoning my greens. I'm seasoning my greens with greens mixture. Green seasoning. little bit of accent salt. Some black pepper, not much because that seasoning got black pepper, that's enough for that. We're going to use a good stir. I love taking the meat off the bone, so when you get ready to get some greens, everybody will get a handful of meat and their greens. And you got to worry about taking no neck bone out the pot. Take it off, let them boil, whatever your meat is. Let them boil. Once they're done, take them off the bone and mix them in with you some vegetables. So that's that, y'all. So I'll be back to you all when everything is just about done. Show you guys what everything looks like plated up. So I'll see you guys later. Okay guys, I'm getting ready to make my macaroni and cheese, and right here in this pot I'm getting ready to make the cheese sauce. Okay, so I have 2 sticks of butter in there melted. To this 2 sticks of butter I'm gonna add in 1 cup of flour, and this is just making my rocks. Okay, so that didn't take long for it to come to a nice golden color. Okay, to that okay, nice and gold there. To that, I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of milk, followed by, I'm adding in some sweet milk, okay? I'm going to stir. I need a spoon so I can get all this out. Okay, to that I'm gonna add in some cheddar cheese, to that I'm gonna add in 1 cup of this is a messy cup, but I'm adding in 1 cup of sour cream. Okay, we're gonna whisk this together. I'm gonna have to stir this because it's getting kind of thick now. It's gonna come together, y'all. So we have our rocks that we did in here with our 2 sticks of butter and our 1 cup of flour. Then we added in a 1/2 cup of milk. Then we added in a can of sweet condensed milk. We added 1 cup of sour cream, 1 can of cheddar cheese. Now we're finna get ready and add some cheese in here. So you just want to stir. You're going to add in some cheese. Okay, that was mozzarella and sharp cheddar cheese. And we're going to stir. Until this cheese is melted. And you can add in as much cheese you like. I usually add in more cheese than that. Another 1/2 cup of milk. Okay. So I'm gonna add in a little bit of the macaroni. Ooh, it's hot. I got some salt, which I had already seasoned my noodles with some salt earlier. Add some white pepper. Or you can use black pepper. I prefer using white pepper when I'm doing macaroni and cheese. Okay, right in this dish right here, it's been sprayed. I have my oven heated to 350 degrees.
Look at all that food on the floor. You got that food on the floor. You got that food on the floor, girl?
Yes, I did.
Huh? Well, I need to try to get it up.
I will get it up as soon as I get to it then. Believe that. Okay, then you're going to take a stick of butter. And we're just going to cover it right inside the macaroni and cheese. Just smother it up under there. And then cover the cheese back. And I just like to do this in the corners of the macaroni and cheese. And right here in the middle. And just bury it back up under there, that's all. Can you guys see? Well, I just take the macaroni and cheese, sit it up under there, bury it up under there, and then fold it back. And that's it. And I just do it in the four corners part. Okay. Now that we have our macaroni and cheese, then we're going to go ahead and add some more cheese to us. I'm going to top the top part. Okay, we're going to add some mozzarella. We're going to put this in a 350-degree oven until it comes out nice and brown. or bubbly, whichever one occurs first. Okay, then last I like to do is take me some paprika and just sprinkle over here on my top of my macaroni and cheese. And this is it, you guys. And it goes in a 350-degree oven, and I'll show you the end results when everything's plated up. See you guys in a few.